I'm Mr. T, Executive Director of Planning, Design, and Construction for Denver Public Schools. It dawned on me this morning that we have finally made it to the fall of 2024, and the last 4 years have surely flown by and fast. All I can say is, wow, time flies when you're having fun. And over the last 4 years, my team has worked very hard, but we also made sure to live up to one of our core DPS values and had a lot of fun. We did this all while making sure we fulfilled the promises made during the passing of our 2020 bond package those 4 short years ago. Yes, that's right. Our promises made were promises kept, and the $795 million invested in the DPS in 2020 have made and will continue to make quite a difference in the lives of our young learners, our staff, and our entire DPS community for years to come. Today, let's take a look back and celebrate the accomplishments of the last 4 years as we begin to wrap up our 2020 bond construction. Our first stop is at our most expensive bond project to date, the new reimagined Montbello High School, the crown jewel of Montbello right here on Crown Boulevard. Now, let's take a look back at what it took to get here.
Go ahead and get your pens in the writing position. All right, let your signatures be known forever and ever.
Today we were celebrating the beam signing ceremony, which is a commemorative celebration to acknowledge the hard work of the first stage of construction on our reimagined Montbello project.
As we inscribe our names on the beam today, it will mark the beginning of a new era for Montbello High School.
Above me are some of our beam signing beams. They were signed by a lot of the students here, a lot of the staff here.
This is the main entrance for the building, walking into the administration wing of the building. We've got our big, beautiful canopy up here.
So this is the main corridor through the building. On the far end down there is Area A. That's the main entrance in the building coming through. Over here you see the social stairs, so those will all get like a wood veneer wrap and stuff, so we'll be starting that here in the next couple of days.
This $130 million Reimagine Montbello project was approved by our Denver voters in 2020. Thank you for your trust in us delivering, but also thank you for allowing us to create a space so we can give back to the future leaders of the Montbello and the DPS community.
Welcome back. Here we are at McCullough International, and in 2020, the McCullough Sun Devils received some funding for a school-determined fund project, which is exactly what it sounds like. The 2020 bond allowed for 133 schools to receive an allocated funding package for school-specific improvement projects. The schools themselves let their community have a voice and decide together what the best use of funding was by focusing on what would serve their students best. Now here at McCullough, let's get ready to play some basketball.
Playing in a new gym is pretty nice.
We got new rims, new floors, something we definitely needed.
The old gym, same layout, but it was old and needed to be refinished. The scope of this project goes beyond here. We were able to update our courtyard area.
Thank you, Denver voters.
Now, let's take a look at some other school-determined funds projects.
This new cafeteria lets our community know that they matter, that the places where they spend most of their days matter, that having a warm and welcoming environment and new furniture and colorful surroundings do matter. And so when people know that they matter, they lean into what they are more, right?
We got some new furniture, some new shelves, some new carpet, some new paint. People were very passionate about getting it right and making sure that the students' comfort in here was first.
Denver voters, thank you so much for giving Kennedy students this space. It really opens up a lot of doors for them, and we're so thankful to have it.
Thank you, Denver voters.
Thank you, Denver voters.
We've made it to the historic West High School. How about them Cowboys? In historic buildings like these, AC installation is extra challenging. It can take up to 2 years to retrofit the infrastructure and bring cooling to the entire building. With the 2020 bond, this was accomplished. That's right, West High officially has cool classrooms. In total, 24 schools were cooled across DPS thanks to funding from the 2020 bond, and that is something to celebrate.
Today is about celebration. We're celebrating nearing the end of a busy summer. Today you have the opportunity to sign up for an AC tour, to learn more about what goes into this type of project?
I want to thank the Denver voters for bringing all of the upgrades here to the West Campus.
We are here at Polaris Elementary. There is a bunch of AC and cooling upgrades going on.
The more heat you have, the more fatigue, the more stress. So if we can limit that factor and so have it so kids can just focus on their work and staff can focus on teaching, that's how important it is to the school.
This school did not have any cooling. It's all masonry and concrete, so it gets very, very hot. Our scope was to bring cooling into the school. If the kids are sweating, they're not learning.
I'm really excited. We've been looking forward to this air conditioning upgrade for a few years now.
This project had cooling units upgraded to include heat pumps, which is the same refrigerant cycle but in reverse. This allows for efficient electric heating that can be supplied by carbon-free energy either from the grid or from on-site solar.
I would like to thank all of the Denver voters who helped pass this bond, because this is going to really make a big difference in the lives of our children.
Well, we've made it back to where my team does the bulk of their work, planning, designing, and preparing to head out to their construction projects all across our Mile High City. Thanks for taking a look back with me at all that has been accomplished these last 4 years. Now, before we say goodbye, let's take one more look back at a few more highlights. Let's take a look at the footage of our automated program expansion project at CEC. This highly sought after career and technical education program received a makeover to help its passionate automotive students thrive. The 2020 bond provided funding for a remodel of the shop that allows for more natural light, more space, and modern, efficient industry standard equipment. Or what about the student-led and student-designed adaptive playground at DCIS Fairmont for students with disabilities? It's so inspiring for all of us here at DPS when students take an active role in the planning and design process alongside our team. These student advocates showed up for their classmates, and we delivered them the playground of their dreams. And finally, the Life Skills Room for our 18 to 21-year-old transition programs at North High School. The 18 to 21-year-old transition program at Denver Public Schools was designed to help young adults with disabilities prepare for independence. The Life Skills classrooms at North High School was an investment in this important program. It includes a full kitchen, washer-dryer unit, fully accessible bathrooms with showers, new technology, and new furniture. There is so much more to reflect on from these last 4 years of construction projects, but we simply do not have the time to share all the school improvements in just one video. What you can do is visit our website at ourwordourbonddps.org to learn more about our bond construction projects and to stay informed. Lastly, as we close out today, I want to say a huge thank you for my entire team in planning, design, and construction, and thank you to all of those responsible at DPS for planning, implementing, and advocating for school improvement projects at our 200-plus DPS schools. And last but not least, a big thank you to our Denver voters who put their trust in us and invested in our students' futures at Denver Public Schools. Thank you, and we'll see you again in another 4 years with a 2024 Bond Recap.